Yo, what up, Nate? 6 months, buddy. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. How you doing this morning? You're up like hella early. Dude, what are you doing? You on that influencer grind? You've been up for 1.5 hours. So it is 4:20. 4:20. Had to charge the car before stream this morning. I had to charge my headphones, so we're kind of in the same boat, you know? You got a long trip today or just got to commute around town? Wait. What? Back this up here. Back this up here. Had to charge the car before stream this morning. You're sitting in a parking garage at 4:20. Why are you in a parking garage? Do you live in an apartment complex or like a condo group of condos? Why public? We don't have a charger in our house cuz we lease. Okay, got it. That checks out. I was wondering. Oh, I don't have my glasses on. I was like, why do I have a bit of a glare? I actually don't have that bad of vision. Like I don't really need glasses. Um, I just have a bit of astigmatism, and I got 2 years free charging, so it's cheaper. Hell yeah, dude! What kind of car do you drive? All right, I want to run this test quick. I need to find where the hell I put my glasses. God damn it! This is the problem with ADHD. Is I put stuff down in the middle of doing things, and I never know where I do it, and it's always at a stupid place. Yeah, I just wear glasses to look smart. Yeah, exactly. Although my vision has been getting worse every year that I go to get a checkup, and I know that. Why would I sit my glasses here? I sat my glasses inside of a tissue box on the corner of my desk. Why? I don't even know when I did that. I don't even know when I took these off. Struggle is real. Ionic 5, nice. I also hate glasses because I feel like I never ever touch my lenses, yet they somehow get dirty. Drives me crazy. I also drive a Hyundai Badger. I drive a Tucson. Yeah, that's my plan too. Cushion is once my eyes like stable out for a few years, that I'm gonna get LASIK. Because I miss having. I had perfect vision until I was 22, and then every year since I was 22, my vision has gotten worse and worse. Yeah, Hyundai. I've had my Hyundai since I bought it new in 29. What year did I get divorced? I got divorced in 2019, 2018. No, I got married in 2018. Yeah, 2019. So right when I started like right after I found out my ex-wife was having an affair and like we separated, she moved out. That same fucking week, my dog Winnie tore her bicep tendon and like couldn't get around on her own, and the engine on my old Subaru went. So like I was having to run a dog And at the time, I was working at the Department of Defense in Maryland, so I had to like commute into the office because I had to sit in like classified environments. I was having to go from basically Baltimore, Maryland to Annapolis, Maryland 3 times a week for my dog's rehab and surgeries and therapy and checkups. Go through like realizing that like I was going through a divorce and that my ex had been cheating on me, and my car's engine went and I had to deal with buying a new car. It was chaotic. But since then, uh my Hyundai has literally, I've had not a single issue with my Hyundai in 5 years now, almost. Yeah, dude, it was, I've had better weeks than that, but here we are. We're in a much better place now. That did in fact put me in therapy. In fact, that's part of the reason why I left my government job. I've talked about this a bit on stream before, but um, I worked at basically all of the three-letter agencies that tech people hate, and I had a top secret clearance. And basically, the day after I had found out about like her having an affair, I like found a therapist and like went right to therapy. And when my security that same year, my security clearance was coming up for renewal, and my security officer had known I was going through some things, and they basically told me that there was a decent chance that my top secret might not get reapproved because I was receiving mental health treatment, which is super fucked up. Like, it blows my mind that like I feel like I feel like somebody would be more at risk for like being blackmailed or, exposing secrets, like sitting on that kind of weight rather than like trying to treat it in a healthy way. Like it's so that I never found out because I left before I had to like re-up my polygraph and go through all that again. But yeah, that just rubbed me so much of the wrong way that like didn't I lost a lot of the drive to keep doing that work. She would have never thought you'd end up working for a triangle. Facts. Oh, great. So all of our country's finest with top secret clearances get zero therapy. Fantastic. I hope it's changed in the past 10 years since I've been there. But yeah, it was definitely a big reason why I wanted to leave the industry. And like I got to work on really cool, impactful stuff. Like I genuinely got to work on stuff that saved people's lives, saved soldiers' lives, and like yeah, it's a shame that there is still stigma like that in the government. Exactly, Nate. Dude, at one point, the last contract I was on was wild. I can't say anything about that one other than it revolved around nuclear deterrence. Like that's all I can say about it. But I actually sat inside Fort Meade, and I sat with a group of two Canadian Marines and three US Marines, and then like two just normal US Govies. And it was the funniest pod to sit in my freaking life. Just absolutely hilarious every day. All right, let's get focused here. Let's get some better music on. Makari came out with a new song. Let's see here. What do we want to listen to? Let's just go with this. This is a safe one. What up, Verston Chev? What up, Noons? Let's actually check to see if Dave's PR got merged into OPAM. Because if that happened, we can cut a new release of Create Melange app for version 3. How do I see... That's not what I thought it was. Oh, I gotta fix this lag. Jesus. I don't know why OBS does this. Every morning we go through this. Facts. All right, let's go find, can I see issues created? Here we go. Damn. Okay, so we still can't cut new release. All right, so yesterday we left off, where did we leave off? We left off with some failing tests. I think on parsing floats, if I remember correctly. So it's gonna be record with one arg. Ah, damn it. I've got to... Why? Frost enjoyers are receiving the band hammer. Ethan going wild with his new mod power. All right, where is our syntax error? All right, what? I don't understand what's happening here. How do we break this? I don't understand. Oh, there's a freaking rogue comment string somewhere here. Where's it at? So if we look for backslash that, backslash this, you don't get it. This is real annoying. Oh, damn it, you talked it. I pinned the wrong thing. That's staying. I would love to have your take on chapter 1 of EOC, because if I could understand your code, I could port it to Rust or Zig more easily. Let me see if I have it open. I'm so behind on this because I've been getting ready for work stuff, and I've had guests here the past 2 weekends. So the parser is the important one, right? So I just have a immutable parser. Or wait, the parser's not the important part. The interpreter is. So I built the AST up. I did it a little bit differently. Not that much differently, though. I didn't use tuples. I used records. I guess what part do you have specific questions on? Thank you for the follow, Pexel. Why deriving from EQ and show? Oh, EQ gives me a easy way to, it generates equality functions. So like if I have like this, I don't know, let's come over here. This EQ one is short for equals, so that generates an equals function for my type T. So I can do ast.equals, and then I can be like, what could I do here? Yeah, I could just pass into things, and then show generates a show function, which is just a pretty printer function. So that's all they do. Thank you for the follows, Starfighter, Korea, and Mr. Important Official. Appreciate all of you. All right, where the hell's the syntax error? This is driving me crazy. So there's something wrong in this block of code here. Clearly. So let's comment out this one. And then let's go back up here and see if we can fix this. 'Cause I don't understand what the deal is. I don't see anything obvious. Although this looks like, I don't know where this PP record came from. I might need to go copy this test from the JSON module because I don't understand. Yeah, these somehow got like mangled, I think. Okay. All right, let's try running the test now. Thank you for the follows, Mr. Brown FR, Cubixel, and Plux. Super appreciate y'all. Her birthday is her birthday is in May. We'll make it happen. So let's save everything and run our tests. All right, so everything's passing. Okay. Next test. All right, what's wrong here? Variant with many args. Isn't that? There we go. And let's run the test again. All right, we're good. So it looks like we had some console logging in there that we can get rid of somewhere. I don't know where that's happening, but whatever. All right, next one. I swear we were having issues yesterday with deserializing floats. That's where like my brain is telling me we left off. But I guess maybe we're okay. Okay, another pass. No, we're using our own little test function that somebody wrote. I don't know who wrote it. Okay, so that's passing. I guess we can just go for it. Yeah. And then we can comment from here up to here. All right, where the hell did we get errors? What up, Kyle? Did testing already start this morning, Kyle? Wait, Kyle, did you watch Dune last night? By the way, yesterday was K Melv's birthday. So happy birthday to K Melv. What up, swag? Can you share something about yourself? How did I get started coding? I got started coding when I was in 7th grade. So when I was like 13. And I took a Visual Basic 6 course in middle school. Everyone pour some out for our buddy Joel, having to work in Legacy Java. They had Visual Basic 6 all the way back then. Yo, Ron, get the hell out of here. in test. All right, so what's this upset about? I'm about to just go copy the test again from here and just yoink basically to the bottom, and we'll yoink to here. We'll come over here and we'll come down to the bottom and we go to here and in here, right, we're gonna do the old global find and replace. We're gonna say anything that says JSON is actually gonna say S expression. And we're gonna take this, and this is gonna be turned into test name. And test name is going to get added here. There we go. All right, let's close that, and we're gonna open our test, tune test. All right, so we failed on variant with many args. Or no, that passed. So whatever is after variant with many args. I mean, I was writing Turbo Pascal in middle school, so you're not that old. Now that you have so many years of experience, what is your best advice to become good? A lot of people in my chat will recognize this advice, but just build stuff that you think is interesting, even if you don't know how to, and just keep going. It's the best subscriber noise. It's also very loud. All right, let me fix that. Probably a little bit better now. Yeah, I know. Well, the reverb happened because I was playing through Stream Elements and OBS at the same time. I don't know how to I don't know how to do that. If somebody makes me the clip, I'll add it. You know, but variant with many args. So let's go there. So this is the last test that passed. So the one that's failing is probably record with one arg. Right. So let's come down here, and from here, we want to go down to the bottom and comment shit out. Oh my God. We got 32. $37. All right. We listened to Leo on Spotify and then discovered his SoundCloud. Wait, hit me with the link. All right, we probably should comment out the other tests. What song do we do? Homesick? All right. Is the audio good? Dude, this is actually really good. A man of many, many talents. All right, so now we're running one test. So we're trying to deserialize a simple record. Why is this in quotes? Here one, here one. I don't even know where the heres are coming from anymore. So they have to be coming from in here. There's here one. Ferrari less than a tenth of a second away from Verstappen time yesterday, by the way. Sweet. I'm sure that's making Hamilton happy. Yeah, Charles is actually a really good pianist. Isn't this a record with two args? So let's get rid of our format printfs. All right, so we're gonna deserialize a record. So let's start there. Record. Why don't you just do VYZ swag? Don't touch my trash. That's also pretty good. This will be key, and then the last one will be deserialized field. I suspect this parent's failing here. I don't know why I have this other console open here. So we hit the record. We deserialize a key, a field, a key, a field. That's awesome to hear, Meow. Is it the first you've used like Vim? And like, what'd you go to Vim from? Dude, Leo's so good. This would be like a great little album to have on at like a coffee shop in the background. He said no. Boo. This is our good friend, Leo Stera. If I could find my open tab. Damn. Dude, he could hit. I bet him singing Rush or singing like Coheed and Cambria, like anything that has a singer with that like very high pitch, not high pitch, is pitch? I don't know music words, but dude, I bet Leo could nail Coheed and Cambria. Like, consider what we just heard, right? And now, here, I don't want to lose my spot on there, but if we go and listen to, what's a good one? A Favor House Atlantic, right? Leo could freaking nail this song. So I'm betting this is line 73 here. Or wait. Good eye, sniper. Yes, sir. You run. Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude, I love Coheed. I used to have a bunch of their graphic novels, but I like lost them in my move back from Arizona to the East Coast, and I don't know whatever happened to them. Or maybe I lost them, and I moved in Maryland. I'm not sure. What up, Rep is God? How you doing? All right, so this is where we're getting an error right here. Good eye, sniper, and that's getting, excuse me, that's getting called in deserialize element or field. So when we call this right here, we're trying to read a paren, which I would assume, so we deserialize the record, we hit our key, we parse the key, we parse the field, we hit the key again, then we parse the field. So we're in here, right? I'm assuming we get our value back here, right? We can be like, I don't even know how to pretty print that value. Um, Thank you, Rippus. I'm doing really well. Oh my god, get out of here. Real talk though, I'm probably gonna be doing some freelance work for someone, and I'm going to build it in all OCaml, and I'll be able to stream it. So um, potentially over the next couple months, we might go from building for OCaml to building with OCaml and putting all the stuff Leo and you fine folks have been building to practice um, in a real world SaaS app. I just have to. I have a phone call with that client, maybe even today. When is that? No, it must be next week. Yeah, next Wednesday I'll be talking to Tim, and then I just have to get sign off from Vercel to do side work, which it should be fine because there's like literally no conflict of interest there. Yeah, I'm gonna try to use Riot, Ryan. How often do you use ChatGPT? I use ChatGPT all the time. Wait, why did this? I want to go back to Coheed and Cambria. I was digging Coheed. Listen, I admittedly prefer. I think Spotify is better than Apple Music. I just get it for free. So, and my wise grandfather, uh, if it's for free, it's for Dylan. My late grandfather once said, "Anything free is worth saving up for." So when we hit field, right? So when we hit field, we're hitting here. And then we're saying deserialize self. So what is in that test there? We're just trying to read a string. Oh boy, you're going to Nest.js? I've had mixed experiences with Nest. I built. Yeah, I've had mixed experiences. Nest can be good. Nest really shines in a shop where you're working with a bunch of devs that might not have deep expertise in Node and TypeScript, but have a background in C# or Java and have used things like .NET or Spring Boot. But you still need someone guiding the ship that has really deep Node expertise, or you're going to make an absolute mess of it. I built a billing and payment system for a insurance company using Nest, and it was like generally good. And then we used Nest. I used Nest at another client one time, and it just turned into an absolute mess. I hate decorators in TypeScript and JavaScript. That's part of my biggest problem with it is I think semantically what decorators and what they do in JavaScript and TypeScript is not great. I think decorators can be okay in some languages, but the way they work in TypeScript and JavaScript suck. I don't like them. You get way too much implicit magic that works differently. So the audience that would want to reach for decorators, they're going to work different semantically than what they're used to, and that's going to often lead to implementing them in like a really sloppy way. You going to the gym?
No.
Oh.
I'm going later today.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think I'm still good on coffee for now.
Yeah, I checked. You have like half a coffee.
Are any dogs coming today?
No.
Your sister's coming today?
My sister's coming today.
What time's she getting dropped off? Are they dropping off her food with her? You have to
Shut
let her out?
Don't be such an ass.
They're funny though.
So funny.
What time should she get here, real talk?
I'm picking her up from the airport around 11:30.
Okay, cool.
Bodhi's upset and demanding breakfast. I gotta go.
Can you shut my door, please?
They gotta come say good morning.
Okay, the dogs are coming to say good morning. All right, let me catch up on chat here. C# is blah, blah, blah. C# is amazing to big APIs. For example, decorators suck. Pre-trying. I'm working in healthcare and we have 2,300 pharmacies using your microservices. Damn. I will say that I built a nice little, actually I didn't even use Nest for that. Yeah. Good morning, Winnie! Good morning! Good morning, Delta! Oh goodness, good morning, Bodhi!
Did you see the way he booked it in
Yeah.
here?
Good morning! Come here. Up. Yeah, here he is. Hi. Good morning, Bodhi. Ouch, your claws are so sharp. Good morning, Baxter.
Alright, come on guys, let's get breakfast.
Thanks. So, yes, that is a lot of dogs. I have 3 dogs, but we watch dogs for our neighbors. We originally started doing Rover because Justine and I both work from home. So we just started doing Rover and would like take 1 or 2 extra dogs, as long as they got along well with our dogs and weren't high maintenance. So like, we just make, I think we're making like a little over an extra $1,000 generally a month just by having some other dogs that are really low maintenance and get along with our dogs, hang out every day. So works out super, super well. Love a good dog. They taste great. Yeah, especially German Shepherd, dude. You get that over the spit roast. Oh, right. I was talking about hot dogs too. I can't figure out what's happening here. I don't know why this is so upset. Let's just start deleting code. We're gonna go for it. So we're returning an option somewhere. The other thing we could do, I think, is bump this to here. And then I think we could do this. And then that should be okay. Option is none. I don't get why that's happening. So when we visit the key, there must be an option.get. Yeah, so in here, we must not be parsing this correctly. So what's our field visitor do? Visit string. So it feels like what is happening in chat right now? You should be able to do like slash set time or like timeout like 1 or something. Oh yeah, melange. That was part of the original intent behind melange, Rogue. I also think Leo could sing Dance Gavin Dance pretty well because Tillian has a really uh, high voice too. So we're never hitting this tag. So this next field function. All right. So we're doing something wrong here. We're doing something wrong here. We're never actually deserializing the key correctly. Never wait for this. Yo, Badger, Freaking their OG vocalist is a piece of shit. Versus is there for yeah, we need to do that actually. So it does feel like we should be doing this. Right? So when we're deserializing, when we deserialize a record, right, we call deserialize record. And let's use this one for an example, right? Our classic 69 example. When we're deserializing this, what?
My sister just discovered that airports have bars.
Hilarious. So when we deserialize record, we hit this left paren, which is this one. We then drop into this deserialized continuation, which will hit the deserialized key, excuse me. We'll drop into here. We'll read a left paren. So we're here, right? We just deleted that. So let's just come down. Let's keep that. And then we go here and we parse that. So we're here. Then we parse string, right? Which takes the X. And then we read white space. So that takes us down to there. Right? And now we're here. And we then call visit string, which is our continuation, which brings us down to here. And then we say deserialize field. So we hit this. We read a right paren. That takes us to here. There's a white space here. So let's just annotate that with a /w. And we don't need that actually. And then we read the right paren. And then we're going to read the next field. We come in here. So there's, we read. So right now we're sitting at left paren Y9. Record key, field visitor string, year, field key. Field key. So we're back in key. So we're back in key now, and our value is this. And we peak, and that's not true. So we read a left paren. Okay, we take that. We get that. We read the right space. We have the 9. We drop into visit string. And that visit string is going to be that takes our actual thing, and then we read white space. Right? Hold on here. Left paren, string, white space. So we're down to this. And then we're going to drop into deserialized field. Whoops. So now we're here. And we say deserialize self. And we're down to this. And then we have, the only thing left is another right paren, which should bring us to here, right? And we come out here, and we should just read that right paren, and it should be fine. But we're getting an error. I have no idea where this is. This is so confusing. This seems like we should be deserializing this completely correctly. So we see name. More logging. This is exceptionally difficult code to follow, Rye, because it's using this pattern called continuations. And this is basically a translation of Rust's Serde library, where it's using traits, to OCaml, where we're using this like continuation pattern instead. So like the Rust code is hard to follow on its own with traits, but then switching to this using continuations, which is like passing around kind of like this like lazy function that gets built up over time. There's a really good article on this I can show you. I think it's this article. Yeah, OCaml continuations. Yeah, so this is what a continuation here is. So k is our continuation. So we have a function that takes an x and a k. And then we say k, we call k on x plus 1. So here we call our function f with 2, and we pass a function for k. And the function is going to be a function, a little callback that takes an r and returns an r. So basically just our identity function. So we're going to end up calling x plus 1. So it's going to be 2 plus 1, 3. 3 is going to get passed into there. Yeah. So now we're building off of this, right? So we're still using this function f, which takes an x and a continuation function, which this continuation function can be anything. And now we have this g of x, where we call f of x, and we're going to say our continuation function is we're going to multiply whatever x is, because x is just the identity function. See you, Starfighter. Yeah, so it's a whole pattern of doing work in OCaml. But yeah, good article. I think I linked that in chat. ChatGPT does a pretty good job at explaining continuations. Let's just start adding more logging here, you know? So this is going to be deserialized record, post L paren. How should we do this? We'll just implicitly say it's after. And then we'll say this is after value. This will actually probably make it clear, a little bit more clear on like how this works. And then down here we'll say, in fact we can, we'll say after L_, yank that, and this will be after read string, and this will be after visitor, and this will be after, oh, we got double after read white space. Okay. Let's come down here and delete this now. We'll say after value, I guess, and after r_. I feel like I deleted some documentation. Whatever, we'll go back and fix that. Okay. What up, Leo? So let's clear our console and run our test again. So here we go. We hit our record. We parse this. We hit a key. We parse a left_. We're reading a string. We got year from the visitor. We successfully get out of visitor. We read white space. We are in field. We get the value for field. We hit a right_. Great. We hit key. There's our left_. We say after read string, we get name. Do that. We get our white space. So right now we should be sitting at R. We read field. And then okay, the visitor is just for the keys. We get the value. So I'm betting that our read string is somehow parsing a right parenthesis. That's my guess right now. So one of these arms is potentially screwing up. And taking too much. So let's add some logging here. And we'll say format dot printf read string, and we'll say arm1. And then down here we'll say arm2, and then down here we'll say arm3. And we would get an error if we hit that arm. We do have a debugger. I just don't have it wired up in NeoVim, or I've never used it before. And that would just take more time for me to figure out how to set it up than I want to do right now. We have, there's been, the project was vacant or like unmaintained for a while, but in the past couple months, somebody picked it up again. It's called Early Bird, I think. Yeah. Early Bird is our debugger. Throw that in chat. What up, Geek Label? So we have logging on all of our different arms now. So let's clear and run our tests again. So we get our key name. So we end up in arm3. Would we expect to end up in arm3 is the question. So arm3 is saying so we're saying we're taking anything that's not white space, a left paren, a right paren, a hashtag, a semicolon, a quote, or a pipe. And then we're going to take 0 or more characters where it's not white space, a left paren, or a right paren. What? It says that's a result. Oh, I guess that must be a string. My LSP's. Hi, Alice. How's your day going? You'll never believe that I'm still fighting with parsers and lexers. I know, very unlike me. So we did get that. So we parsed the two parens. So that is the problem. Arm3 is grabbing the parens. Why would it be grabbing parens? Am I misunderstanding how this works? Shouldn't this be saying that we're taking 0 or more characters that's not white space, left parens, or right parens? Hold on. Do the parens work like that, or does that mean complement of white space or left paren or right paren? Or, well, in the star, shouldn't that be star? Isn't that what I have? We have star, complement, white space, pipe, oh, I'm missing. Again, Alice coming in with a classic W. Thank you, Alice. This is why we need pair programming. This is why Twitch is great. What up, Crazy Tech? Thank you, Alice. Appreciate you. All right, let me catch up on chat here. That wasn't Alice. Biodigital Jazz asked, "Morning DM Alright, how's the first day at the new gig?" The first couple days have been great. I really, really like Vercel so far, and my team is really, really awesome. I think I'm gonna love my job. I love how nobody nowadays can name things like OCaml debugger or OCaml REPL. They always gotta have a unique name. Early Bird's been around for a long time, Rond, I think. Right. I've been forced into VS Code at work for so long now that I don't even know it's like outside my protective electron prison. I love that. You should just full screen the terminal, Rai, and run VS or run NeoVim in the terminal. I actually have a clip on my channel about the right way to use VS Code. Hold on, there's gonna be a quick echo. Oh, I have myself muted. How do I get to my clips? I don't even know how to use. How do I Twitch? Is it under content, clips? Here we go. This one's for you, Rai. Let me get chat back open. I accidentally closed it. All right, here we go. This one's for Rai. Lol. All right. Let's go ahead and start uncommenting the next test. Actually, let's make sure we didn't break any of our previous tests. I don't think we did. I think we caught a pretty good bug there with Alice's help. Also, Alice, watching you work on, I don't know if you're still here, but if you are still here, watching you work on Polaris yesterday was super awesome. You should definitely stream more content like that. I love that. All right, let's run our tests again. All right, so everything's good. All right, let's I fixed more bugs yesterday than the entire week before. Do you feel like streaming, working on that, makes you more productive or less productive? Or do you think that contributed to your productivity? Uh, do I have two different tracks running right now? I do. We have Leo going. Let's listen to Leo's track some more. I'm so jealous that Leo's good at singing and instruments and programming and is just a wholesomely lovely human being. It's not fair. I can take a look then, Swag, if somebody doesn't help you once I get done streaming and get some other work done. I think it works really nicely for debugging things like this. Not sure if it worked better for more like, yeah. All right, so let's this is his Spotify. I have his SoundCloud up in another tab. He is so good. That's what I'm saying. Like, God, he's such a talented, lovely human. I'm so thankful to have met him and all of you. Well, what? Yeah. So how we got on Coheed and Cambria earlier was like, I think Leo could sing Coheed and Cambria so well with his voice. So let's jump down to here. We'll delete that. All our tests are passing, chat. Let's fracking go. Thank Christ. Well, not all of them. We still have to do the deserializing record types and stuff. Or deserializing this stuff, but that's okay. This is... Okay, those pass. Great. It's actually cases equals a, yeah. In fact, we'll do let cases, yeah, we'll do this, and then we'll say list.iter, and we'll say, we don't have base, right? No, we're not using base. We'll do that. Sweet. Do you see how easy that was to just take this test and turn it from a single test into a list? That was pretty sweet, chat. I don't know if you caught that. All we did was put let fun string equals, throw all these in a list, and then say list iter fun cases. In fact, we can just call this test and just overshadow it if I could type. Well, here we're not even doing anything fancy, Ninja. All we did in here was write a just like tiny test function right here. Test takes a test name, a pretty printer, our serializer, our deserializer, our value, and our string for what we expect. And then we just run the test in here. Nothing super fancy. Oh, yeah. Well, this is actually in a different test file, but Jane Street does have the inline tests, which I use in like, you might have seen this. You probably saw this in my code as you were going through EOC, where you can do inline stuff like Rust. I do love that. I love putting my tests right next to the implementations. All right, so we do have an error here because this is still JSON. That's okay. So this should be that and that. In fact, that should be fine, right? What the hell? Yanks around, boom. There we go. Like, look how nice that reads, right? List.iterate over the test cases. I love OCaml. Hi, Sabine. What up, Whimsically Made? How you doing? I've been lurking your stream a bit recently. Been digging it. Shout out to... We'll give it... Oh, man, I want to shout out so many people here. We'll start with Whimsically. If you're not following Whimsically, make sure to give them a follow. Sabine, once my cooldown's done, I'll give you a shout out. And Ninja. Actually, everyone just... If you're not already following Sabine, Whimsically, and Ninja, just do it. And Well-Typed Witch, for that matter. Just do it. Give them a follow. Okay. We're going to commit this. I think we might be close to being done if we don't have any upstream changes to merge in right now. Which we might be able to port this to JavaScript with Melange and finally get back to our RPC server. So let's pop open, close this. Let's say git add I've been introducing some property-driven tests at work and getting tons of failures. Aren't they great? I mean, like, it sucks. I mean, double-edged sword, you're getting failures, but it's helping you catch bugs you didn't know about. Are you using TypeScript and Node or JavaScript whimsically with fast check? Thank you, Batman. And let's see here. What is the command we want? We want rebase -I upstream main. And we want to squash that down, and then squash that down. We'll say this is going to be merge tests, fix tests, add update read string, and add deserialize, was it field, and bug fixes. Okay. So we want to go to I've got a Leopold Topri keyboard that I love the sound and feel of, but my fingers literally ache after using it all day. Serde should be pretty close to use. Nick's Flakes is working on a TOML parser. TJ's been contributing. The actual underlying library is pretty close. I think we're probably getting pretty close to it being pretty useful. Whoops, that was the wrong command. So given a list of records in OCaml, am I able to deserialize it in JSON, YAML, and then read it to the same type again? Yes. And you could also, I don't know, you could write a Dune file with TOML, parse it, or deserialize it with the TOML parser or deserializer, and then serialize it with the S expression serializer. So you can go between formats. So arguably, it'd be pretty easy to write Dune files in other formats. I don't know, just an idea. Someone should write a doll implementation. I think someone should write a doll implementation, Alice. Okay, so we should have everything in this new repo. Let's quit out of this. Let's go to 5. Go here. This should have all our new stuff in it, right? Probably have to just build. Okay, so a couple years ago, NVim users had a less uniform editing experience. I paired with someone at work. Their editor looked a lot like yours. Sure. Sure. Yeah, there's some good distributions out there, and it's gotten a lot easier to configure, and the quality of plugins has probably improved. I've been using NeoVim full time for a year and a half now, so I can't really speak to a couple years ago. but I've found it very easy to configure stuff. That being said, there's some popular ones out there like Lazy Vim. Lazy Vim's a popular one. This might be by Folk. Yeah. Folk or Folky. I don't know how to say their name. So this is a really popular one. I'll throw this in chat. There is Chadvim, right? NV Chad is another popular distribution. And then the other really popular one is LunarVim. I don't really know the trade-offs of all of these. I would probably go with LazyVim if I were going to have to use a distribution, just because I really trust Folk. He does incredibly high quality stuff in the ecosystem. So just like my gut reaction would be this is the one you'd want to go with. But yeah, if you're looking to just drop into a distribution, one of those is probably the way to go. Otherwise, my dot files are pretty well commented, and they're in here. I'm just curious. You made a switch to Emacs. Nice. Don't let Meta hear that. Oh, did we get Riot version 8 released? Did that happen? OPAM. Nope, still. Cool. It's about to get a lot easier to use Minty and Riot. Once these are there, we can stop playing the ping game as heavily. So I feel like I'm not stuck in life. So I probably need to pin. How can I tell what version of Serde? Right. Okay. Zero, zero, one. Is this Serde ML? Is that the organization? Serde-ML / Serde. What? Why did that not work? What am I doing wrong here? That's what I'm missing. The derive. How is it not in my history? It's so weird. Is that a separate repo? Is Serde derive in Serde? I think so, right? We don't have a separate repo for that? No. Okay. So we should be able to say over here that Rio, this will be a 1. What up, Leo? We listened to your music all morning. It's so good. No, it's amazing, dude. Don't say oh no. It's like got the perfect. I was saying like your Spotify music is like it'd be perfect for just like a quaint like little coffee shop. What are we doing here? We're saying Serde derive. And then we were saying that it's not fair that you're just as lovely and as talented of a human being as you are. An amazing programmer, an amazing musical artist, super kind and friendly. There we go, chat. All right, so that was the actual problem. So let's eval again, do a Doom build. Let's run our test to make sure we're good. Great, everything's passing. Okay, so let's add that and we'll say fix tests, add update read string, add read float, add deserialize field, deserialize key, and just, I don't know, bug fixes. And we'll push that. All right, Leo, Serde should be, or Serde S expression should be pretty up to date here. You can probably, I'll open up a PR quick to remove it from the main repo. Do that right now. Yeah, how's the PM life going? How are things at Teradus? Is that how you say it? I don't know how to say the company name. I'm soon gonna have to wrap up here, chat. So if anyone has strong thoughts on who to raid, or if Leo, if you're about to start streaming, we can raid into you. Teradus, Taradus, Tar, uh, Taradus. My American is showing. Whoops. That doesn't look like it did what I wanted. I guess I could have just like GitHub do this, huh? So what now? Why? Okay, so I have that all removed, right? Yeah, I did. So why did that not show up in my PR? Do I have to run? Am I crazy here? Why is it not picking up my deleted directories? Hold on a second. We're just gonna do this the easy way. Oh wait, it's already not in here. Oh, did we already remove? I'm an idiot, that's why. We must have already removed Serde. Oh, I'm so dumb. No wonder this didn't make sense. Okay, disregard. I don't need to open a pull request at all because it's already gone. Okay. All right. Wow, that was a huge skill issue struggle there, chat. Let's find somebody to raid. We've got Prime, TJ, working on NeoVim stuff. Nate is coding. Cherie is making emotes. Christoph is working on a Zig flavored JSON alternative. And we've got Ben working on Astro, Tailwind, and web components. Someone make a choice here. No, it looks like Teach is working on NeoVim stuff. Yeah, he's working on NeoVim. Yeah, all right, we'll raid Nate. All right, y'all. I'll be hanging out in Nate's chat, and we'll catch you tomorrow morning when we will try to port Serde and S expression to JavaScript with Melange and get it into our Dune RPC server.